this, when we were making soup last week, I was just looking at the product. I'm just gonna switch to a little bit different here, and then I'm gonna share something about a miracle that's happened to us before. But, pasta in there is record high prices, like record. We grow half of our acres are Durham acres that's ground into semolina and made into pasta, and we've never seen prices like last year. They're sky high. Pandemic created, people stay home and eat pasta. So, they don't, it's cheap food, right? But it's not cheap. It's very high price to sell, so it's a lot of money. And to give it away, typically the last time it was that high, they regrind it up, remake it into another pasta. It's poor quality. This last year, the last couple of years, they figured out ways to blend wheat into it because the Durham is too high priced. The other product in there that we were talking about, was Durham, and peas and lentils are high priced. What was the other one you said you just had?
Oil.
Oats. Oats have never been this high. Oats are $12 a bushel last year. Crazy high price for oats.
$4.
Yeah, $4 would be a record, would be a high price for oats. It's 3 times higher than normal. So for people to donate product in these high price times, lentils have been higher in the past, but peas never. Peas are $13, $14 a bushel for peas, crazy high. So I'll just switch gears. Seeing people donate, that's awesome. And donating product like that, the high valued product that they could spend and do whatever with it. It's amazing. 2016 was a huge year for us. We've been donating since 2015. 2016 was our biggest year ever. Last year surpassed that. Monetarily incredible. I'm goal oriented. Like I don't do lists like you do, but I'm very driven. When it's seeding time, a lot of times after seeding, we, apologize to everyone for having trampled over everyone. It was short time frame to get the work done, and when you're done, it's like, oh my goodness, why are you so flat? Well, it's because I steamrolled you on the way by. That's typically the way anxiety-driven farmer operates, right? Harvest is short time you give her. My wife is the opposite. She's very spiritual when I'm not. And so 2017, we had no rain, and we're dryland farmers, so without rain you don't grow crop. And she comes to me and says, I think we need to drill a well. And I'm like, drill a well? What do you mean drill a well? Gospel for Asia. She's like, if we need rain, we need to drill a well. So we drilled a well, it rained.
We prayed, we donated to drill a well in Asia.
Yeah.
We didn't drill a well on
not
the
here.
property.
No, we drilled a well in Asia. It rained the next day. It was like amazing.
I said, did you give that? Did you give that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it today.
It rained the next day. So some of our friends, Lionel in particular, he benefited from us drilling a well. Because the rains came across, they didn't hit everyone. We don't get rains in our country that just rain on everyone, it rains on the just and the unjust. Anyway, Lionel's a good friend of mine. But so that's just one time. It's happened again. So now it's like, it's not raining, let's drill a well.
And sometimes it still doesn't rain.
Yeah, you just give. You just, it's like behind you not worrying about money, there's 100 people going, you're so blessed to not worry about money. Now we don't worry about money, but it's a process to go through life and not worry. We've been poor, we've had excess. So it's not that we're just, very slim margins in farming, very slim, so.
One thing that Ken said to me too one time though is like, how do we know that, we would have gotten, I'll just say a number, 40 bushels an acre, but we decided to give 5 bushels to the acre, like how do we know that God just didn't make it 45 just because you're gonna give 5? Like maybe we didn't even give any of ours and he just topped it up to what Gleanings needed. Like that's just God. So we don't even know he's done extra.
That's exactly true. I tell my friends at church. So when Ron wrestled us into, we call him.
No, it was prayer, because
It
when I
was.
went to that meeting, I prayed that God would bring farmers to our booth.
Yeah, I
And
was
you were
sitting
one
on
of
the
those
floor eating
farmers.
dinner when he came up. I'm looking for a farmer, but we were looking for a ministry. Like, we were looking to go beyond. We were doing a project that was just ending at harvest, and we wanted to go farther. So it was a total blessing for us. But we call him Relentless Ron, and he's like, what? He's kind of offended when I go.
But he's relentless to find food
He
for the
doesn't
hungry.
give up, yeah. And if you don't ask, you're not gonna get. You know, like, you ask and it's given. But I do tell my farmer friends that I have no idea you don't know what the yield is of your crop, so you don't know, what you're gonna have to give away. But the first time, we met him in 2015 at the homeschool conference. We were here within 3 weeks, and we talked. Carol was in charge of bookings, and we got to be like, Carol's fantastic. But my first opinion of coming here was, they don't answer the phone. Emails are not going through. I'm not getting any. I phoned 50 or 60 times to book at least. And I'm like, they don't really want anyone coming down here. But the phones were broken. They weren't getting the messages, the answering machine. There was a whole bunch of things where it was just me just
She's
trying.
like, I've never gotten a message from you once.
Yeah, it's like, are you kidding me? I left dozens of messages. So anyway, Ron, we were here within 3 weeks, and I said, we'll give product if I don't get hailed out, because we had gone through this time, it's like hailstorms would come through and just wipe you right out. And I said, if I don't get hailed out, I'll donate product, but we've been donating ever since. So